Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of What's in Theaters, a show where we talk about movies, movie news, and do some trailer reaction. So we're going to talk about the opening weekend box office for The Batman. Warner Brothers' latest iteration of one of its iconic superhero franchises, Matt Reeves' The Batman, starring Robert Pattinson, as the title character, took in 128.5 million in its domestic theatrical debut this weekend. The film added 120 million from 74 overseas markets, taking in global debut of 248.5 million. 128.5 for like The Batman. Now, granted, this is like a new reboot, a new iteration of The Batman, so it's kind of starting off fresh again, so it's not like building off of something else. I don't know, you would think as the character of The Batman, it would at least crack 150. So I don't know. This marks the pandemic's era second best opening weekend, behind only December's Spider-Man No Way Home with 260.1 million. It was stupid crazy how high Spider-Man opened. I mean, granted, you're trailing off of the Avengers and Infinity War and Spider-Man Homecoming, No Way Home, Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home, and then how that is like the meat of the sandwich of WandaVision, No Way Home, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Directed by Matt Reeves's Dawn of the Planet Apes and War of the Planet Apes, Cloverfield, the dark and gritty take also stars Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, Andy Serkis as Butler Alfred Pennyworth, Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner Gordon, Paul Dano as the Riddler, and an unrecognizable, you ain't kidding about that, Colin Farrell as the Penguin. Among Batman movies, the opening weekend finished behind several other recent Batman titles, all of them sequels, a factor to be expected whenever a studio relaunches a franchise when compared to other movies starring the Cape Crusader that Batman debuted. Oh, it's like my mouth is just full of something. Let's see. 19% behind 2008's The Dark Knight, 158.4 million. 20% below 2012's The Dark Knight Rises, 160.8. 22% below 2016's Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, 166. However, it did start 36% above the most recent Batman movie, 2017's Justice League, which opened to 93.8. That is like, I mean, you had the Justice League, which should have been like a $200 million opening film, and he didn't crack 100. Because I think it went Batman v Superman, Wonder Woman. Yeah, because Wonder Woman was 2017, right? Because I think it went Batman v Superman, Wonder Woman, and then just, I don't know. I mean, granted, like the trailers for the Justice League didn't look that great to me, but still, like, did not even crack 100, and you got DC's crowning jewel. Go figure. A full recap of the Batman's box office history can be found here and on the week's edition of the Box Office Podcast. So this is going to be other March openings, since this is when the Batman opened in North America in March, and other big tentpole films in March. The Batman also represented the fourth largest March opening weekend of all time, behind only 2017's live-action Beauty and the Beast, 174.7 million. 2016 Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, 166 million. 2019's Captain Marvel with 153.4 million. And 2012's The Hunger Games, 152.5 million. And now it's just going to talk about, pre-pandemic levels, blah, 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 blah. I want to talk about this real quickly down here because it doesn't seem that be that big of a thing. A new pricing strategy. AMC, North America's largest cinema exhibition circuit, debuted a surcharge for The Batman across all locations. Showtimes have often had varying prices, such as lower costs for early afternoon matinees than for nighttime showings. AMC's decision to add $1 for all the Batman showings this weekend, regardless of times, marks an unprecedented experiment in this part of the world. The practice has existed for years in Europe. The strategy risks alienating audiences surprised by the unexpected price change, but results seem to have panned out for the country's largest cinema circuit. 8 of the top 10 highest grossing theaters in North America for The Batman belong to AMC. So let's see. The Batman, top locations, US/Canada. AMC Burbank, Los Angeles, AMC London Square, New York City, AMC Empire, New York, Regal Irvine Spectrum, LA, AMC Orange, LA, TLC Chinese Theater, LA, AMC Boston Common, Boston, AMC City Walk Stadium, LA, AMC Garden State, New Jersey, AMC Grove, LA. Now, this is interesting because prices are what? Anywhere from like 13 to 15 bucks. Just for a basic ticket. Then you go IMAX or Dolby. I don't think they do 3D anymore. And now you're looking at like $18, $19. And then you're going to tack on an extra dollar because it's the big opening weekend box office of the thing. Like, I don't know. As like in the business, I get it. It's like, hey, if you can squeeze your customers for an extra couple dollars, I get it. But it's, if you're shelling out that extra dollar, it's like, oh, we got a party of 6 coming. Oh, that's 6 extra bucks. Doesn't sound like a lot, but I don't know. Then it's like, oh, screw it. I'll just wait till it comes out in theaters, or I'm sorry, comes out in streaming, and then give the shaft to the movie theater. So I don't know. It's like a snake eating its own tail. You want to charge extra money, but then people are going to revolt because people are going to vote with their wallets. Blah, 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 blah. Bunch of other nonsense. But we're here to talk about Batman. 128.5 million. I don't know. I honestly, I think that's a little bit of a disappointment. You're talking about the Batman. Now, be interesting to see what the Batman 2 or whatever they're going to call it does. But I don't know. Good, but not great. Anyways, comment down section below. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, have a good day.